Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Slay and thank you for being here today. Today's video we're going to talk about this deep rabbit hole that I am currently in. Save me! Alright, okay, that's a little bit exaggerated, but we're going to talk about this company, Archer and Olive. So Archer and Olive is a woman-owned company. It is, you know, I can't say a small business anymore because they really shook the bullet journal community, and I fell in love with their products. I signed up to be an affiliate. Yes, I did. I've never received any free products from them. Everything that I have here in front of me, and you'll see more later, all of these I've purchased. I signed up to be an affiliate because I might as well, you know, make a little bit of money incentive, have, you know, by sharing these products that I love. And I really do believe in honest marketing because I really value my word, and the way I share products to my audience with you guys is I wanted to be very honest in things that I love, not just because it was sent to me, it was free, or it was a gift. I always share my opinions, my real opinions, and what I think about the products, you know, what I love about them, what I don't love about them, the pros and the cons, because again, we're all different, you know, the market is so big, and it's always about personal preference here. But anyways, I fell in love, I signed up to be an affiliate, and here I am with a lot of products. I did an unboxing in my last video. If you haven't watched that yet, make sure to watch it, because that's going to enable you, because it is a rabbit hole. I'm just going to warn you. And but I'm happy. I'm really happy with everything, with all their products. But today, in this particular video, we're actually going to be talking about their acrylograph pens, or acrylograph paint pens. So these are kind of like acrylic pens. If you're familiar with the Posca paints or the Posca pens, the Uni Posca pens, these are very similar to that one. But you know, I've been watching a lot of other people's reviews and opinions of these pens, and I really want to share give in my 2 cents as well, what I love about these and what I not love much about them. But yeah, I'm going to clear the desk so we can talk about these paint pens here. And if you are curious about these ones and really want to see them in action, it's going to be in real time. So make sure to grab your favorite drink, a coffee, tea, or whatever, soda, and let's chat a little bit about the acrylograph Archer and Olive paint pens. All right, so if you hear a little bit of buzzing, that is my desk fan. I get so hot, even though it's like 60 in our house. I like to keep my house really cold, but I still have my fan on here. Okay, right. Acrylograph pens, sometimes that's a mouthful to say them. When you purchase them, I really intentionally didn't take these out so that I can show you guys, but they come packaged very nicely. I mean, super, it's like, wow, these are pens, and then the packaging is just super luxurious. Look at this. And so you have directions how to use them. You shake it first, shake, you're gonna get a little bit of a workout, just working the ink. Make sure that you get a nice flow like that. Okay, I'm gonna stop shaking because the camera's shaking as well. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna, kind of like the Posca pen, you do the same exact thing. These are the Posca pens, these are the acrylographs. So basically you shake them both. As you can hear, the Posca shakes a whole lot and it's really loud. It kind of gives me this, I don't know, I kind of like it. But this one I don't get a lot of that sound of the ball, but maybe because it's very small. Okay, so when you get them, you open them, you shake them, and then you press it so that you get the ink flow getting started. I wonder if I did this already because I didn't want to do that in front of you guys. But basically what you're going to do is you're going to just press it press it like that, and then the ink flow will start, you know, so that's how you get the ink flow started. But like that. So they're calling this a blending palette. I have tossed everything away because I don't know, I just like to put them in one container like this, all of them, and not have to, you know, pick this one out every single time just to get the pens. Okay, so all the sets that you're going to get comes in with a white pen and a blender pen. Okay, I thought the blender pen will have kind of like an invisible ink, if you might say, because the Tombos and other markers that I have used, when they say blender pen, they actually have this clear ink. That's pretty crazy to say, clear ink. Okay, but basically their blender pen is just a pen that has this tip that you can move along the paint and blend those two colors together. All right, so I find that really silly. I have never used the blender pen that way. Okay, so let's talk about, now that we've seen the packaging, it's really, really great. It's, you know, it's pretty darn awesome. So we'll put the white back in there. So this is their primary collection. All right, so that's not part of it. This one's part of that. Okay. Okay, so every set also comes in with 2 replacement nibs. So just in case, you know, I don't know, it's plastic, so maybe something wrong with your nibs, maybe it's, I don't know what can happen. Maybe you'll get blocked or anything, or it doesn't have a hole or anything like that, not big enough hole for you, then you have 2 replacement nibs over here. Okay, I've actually used 2 of the nibs just because when I grabbed their kind of like grab bags, it sent me with that, it's something like a 3mm, and I didn't particularly like their 3mm. That's why I have all the 0.7. So I took out the replacement from the other sets and then put it in here. It's a little wobbly because maybe it's not supposed to be with this nib, but to be honest with you, their 3mm also was a little bit wobbly. The tip of the 3mm, just, you know, in case you'll be interested with that one. Ooh. The 3mm tip comes in with this nib, the same as the Posca, same exact one. So it's kind of like scratchy nib, you know. It's that's the one thing about the Posca paint. I don't know if it's the nib or the paint itself, but I always get these kind of like flaky things when I'm writing with them, and maybe we can see them in a little bit when we start swatching. All right, so let's talk about the things that, well, since I talked about the thing that I didn't love about the 3mm, I felt like it was wobbly. I couldn't get great control from it, but I felt like if you're someone who likes to cover in a lot of area, you know, you like to color in your, like the headers and all that, then you're gonna like the 3mm because it's going to cover more, and then you can color in more at one time, because the 7mm will have, you know, a much finer tip, and it might take a little bit longer to color in an area. Okay, so I just zoomed in a little bit here. This is a B6 size, so very small size. We're just gonna use this as a kind of like scratch notebook here for swatching and all that. All right, so let's try to swatch very similar colors in here. I'm gonna try my hardest to grab colors that are similar with the Posca paint. Okay, but I think that's the closest one I have here. All right, let's talk about what I like and what I don't like about them. Again, guys, when you watch videos on YouTube that share their opinions about a product and things like that, please keep in mind that these are personal opinions, you know, because of personal preference. To me, it is very important to say it that way, because it's like when you're sharing things about a product that you like and you don't like, people might think that they're not going to like it just because of that. But again, these are all personal preference. The things I like, you might not like. The things that I don't like, you might like. So just always put that in consideration, all right? Okay, what I love about them is their size. Okay, I love that they're just a regular pen size. What I love about these are their sizes. I love that they're just regular size pens, because I can store them easily. I can bring them with me when I want to go draw outside and stuff like that, go into my room. I have it all in one container. I really love the size and all that. I love the size. I love the control of the 0.7 tip, not the 3mm. Okay, so just so I'm clear with that one. I also love that they dry super fast. Also, you might be wondering if you have to activate the flow every single time, if you have to press it every single time. With some of the pens, I have to sometimes. I feel like just because you want to have a better ink flow, so you might want to just shake it a little bit just before you get started. Okay, so I love that they dry super fast. All right, so this is one of those pens that I changed into a 7mm. Okay, so this was a 3mm, and I changed and took the replacement nibs and changed it to a 7.7mm, just because I didn't like the 3mm. Again, personal preference. I love that it dries quick. Okay. I love that it's super saturated. I love how saturated the colors are, because they're acrylic pens. Very saturated colors. Okay, I also love the color palette that Archer and Olive has. I love their sets. Bonnie, the owner, has such a beautiful taste. She is an artist as well, so I love her taste when it comes to choosing the palette. And that's why I have all the palettes now. And then actually today, March 26th, they have a spring release, and they came out with 2 more sets, which I already purchased this morning. So I'm super excited to get those, because they came out with a gold color, metallic gold. So I am going to be obsessed with that one, I'm pretty sure. Okay. So I've talked about the things I love about them, all right? What are the things that I don't like about them? First of all, they're not cheap. Okay, these pens are not cheap. I'm gonna pull out my computer here so we can see the price together. Okay. Yes, are they luxurious when you first see them? They are very much so. You know, look at this packaging. I mean, you know that they're quality. You know that there was love and very well thought of when they created the products. So that's good. Now, each set is $35. All right, and so how many pens do you get for $35? I suck at math, guys. So, but you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So basically you have 10 in here. But this is one thing that I don't like, and I'm going to share it with you. I honestly wish that not every set came with the white and this blender. I wish that they could, I feel like they could have given us more colors instead of having white every single time and then a blender pen here. Or just take out the white and come up with another color, and then keep the blender if you want to keep the blender, you know. Have 10 pens, 10 colors, plus this too. I feel like I feel like that's what they should have done. Second thing is that I wish that each pen will have a name and to which collection it belongs, because I was wanting to do a blog post where I would swatch each collection, but the reason that I can't is because I threw away the packaging, so I don't know which color belongs to which set, and that's a little, you know, frustrating because I don't know. For example, I want to do a color palette from the warm fall collection. I won't be able to do that by just, maybe I can by looking at the pictures on the website, but you know, that's a bummer. I wish that they come with individual names and the collection or the set that they belong to. And again, these are just my thoughts, but I thought I'd share it with you too, so just you're aware that that's what it is. So no name for the pens, and then once you throw away the packaging, you might get confused also which color belongs to which set. But if you're like me, I really like to have all my pens together like this, so when I create, you know, I can just pull them out and all that. So, but I have to get over that no name, get over that, you know, no collection stuff. But those are just little eeks and stuff. Colors are great. It's a fine tip. These are great for mono lettering, like that. You get really pretty mono line, which means you're just going to get consistent line each time, you know, because if you're a hand letterer, you're doing brush lettering, then you do understand that the way the brush pens work is, you know, depends on the pressure that you apply on the pen. But with these pens, you're going to get consistent line no matter what, because these are just 7.7 millimeter tips, so you get consistent lines each time. So these are great for the mono lettering like this. So I love the colors. I do love the selection that Bonnie did. I love the collections, you know, love these pens. I do use them for my bullet journal, and I use them for regular writing. I use them for illustrations like what you've seen here. I did some illustration pattern making with these pens. They're just super fun to use. Super saturated colors. It dries quickly. I don't have to worry about smearing and all that jazz. I love the coverage of the pen because, you know, it's an acrylic, so it covers really well. I love the fine tip. I'm not a fan of the 3 millimeter. I am a 0.7 millimeter team. But again, that's personal preference. You can use it for everyday bullet journal stuff. You know, you want to add your florals, you want to add some illustrations there. These are the primary colors of the acrylograph. I created these using the acrylograph pens. As you can see, you can still cover a big space, but it's just going to take you a little bit if you're going to use the 0.7. And then I was having a little bit of a hard time when it comes to covering in. Maybe it's just the particular color, the red one. As you can see here, I was having a little bit of hard time there, but there I didn't. So maybe I just need to, you know, shake it a little bit more. So when you get issues like that, maybe you can shake it again and then kind of press on it again to get the ink flow much better. And then I tried using the white on top of the colors here, so you can see. If you use the white on top of things, like for example this one, I guess I used it on top of the purple maybe here, and then, sorry if this is too close, and then when I added all these highlights here, it was left with a little bit of purple. So make sure to just kind of, you know, scratch it again in a piece of paper before you start using the white on top of another color, if you don't want to have that blended color and all that jazz. But those are just little things that the more you use your pens, the more you are going to find out better ways to use it and what not to do. So use it, play with it, and really experiment with your tools. And I always say that no matter which pens you're using, make sure you experiment with them, make sure you use them, and get to know the tools that you're using. Even with your journals and your notebooks, you know, they're all different, the way they work. You know, each company is different, so it's just going to be a personal preference. And I've used a lot of notebooks, and I deal with a lot of great companies that, you know, sends me some product to test and to try. And I love journaling. I love creative products. I love creative projects like this, and it's just one way of sort of a therapy for me also, and it just gives me so much joy. But anyways, if you have any questions regarding the acrylograph pens, leave them in the comment section and I'll try to get back with you with an answer on that one. These are great for me, but like what I shared, you know, those are just the little things that I wish are different, but I love them. I use them a lot. I love the company, and that's why I signed up to be an affiliate. And also, this is where the part that I'm going to say that if you end up using my code, thank you so much in advance. I'm going to put the link in the description box below. But if you use my code MOMMYLAY10, and that will save you 10% off your purchase. Let me know your thoughts if you end up purchasing, or if you've been using Archer and Olive. Let me know your thoughts about them. I really love this company, and I'm proud to be an affiliate. I am happy with all my purchase. And I warned you, it's a it's a rabbit hole, so don't blame me if you know, fall into this rabbit hole. It's a trap, everybody run. But anyways, guys, my name is Lay, and I am grateful that you're here, and thank you for watching this video. Until next time, as always, stay creative and stay happy. Bye everyone.